All right, guys, we have our multi-part running clock workout for Saturday today, and we're starting off with sled pushing. We don't do a lot of sled work, so I'll talk about, number one, there's multiple types of sleds depending on the size of the class, and the space that you have will kind of change the experience here. But on this sled, I'll talk about, because it's what I'm using, but I'll give you some other discussions of other types of sleds. But what it's going to be, teams of 4 are going to do 5 sprints each at 50 meters per sprint. You're going to have 15 minutes for all of you to get through 5 sets of 50-meter sled push or sled sprint. Okay, that's half the length of a football field. That's a decent length. The goal here is full-out sprint, and you have 3 other people to rest. Okay, so when you're pushing the sled, depending on the style, if you push it too high and it's not that heavy, it can kind of tip forward a little bit. So there should be some weight on the sled, but hold it down just a little bit. The faster way will be with straight arms, so you can drive your legs more if you're driving and you're just thinking fast feet, right? Really driving the legs fast. If it gets really heavy, all right, and you're tired at the end, like you're struggling to keep speed up, if you bring your shoulders in and you're kind of coming down to that, that'll get more direct force into the sled if you're tired. So now, depending on the space that you have, most gyms, our gyms don't have 50 meters unbroken, so you're going to have to turn around. With this sled, what you can do is you can pick up the posts and you can move them, right, to the other side. So you're just going to get something like that, and then you come back, right? Or depending on the space that you have, or another type of sled that doesn't have these options, you're going to have to swing it around. Again, if it's not that heavy, that's the faster way. And then you go back, right? You spin it until you get to the 50-meter mark, and the next person goes. There is a possibility, again, with bigger classes, you might be using a sled with straps. It's going to be the same thing where you're going to dragging the sled behind you, but same concept. So 15 minutes to get through that. We got 2 more parts of this workout. All right, when the clock hits the 15-minute mark, we begin part 2. It's going to be 3 rounds of rope climbs, 3 reps for guys, 2 reps for women, and 25 regular burpees, all right? So if you cannot perform a rope climb, I'll give you a couple options, but remember, you are allowed to use your legs, so I'll give you the full version. Each rep would be a 15-foot rope climb, all right? So I always talk about this. Try to focus on, when you're moving up the rope, hang with straight arms, because hanging with straight arms is a lot easier than holding your body here. And then you're going to bring your feet up as high as you can, clasp it with your feet, and then stand and pull at the same time. Right? This allows me to go up the rope very efficiently with using as little upper body as possible. So I'm going to jump to start. Nice straight arms. I lift the knees up as high as I can, and then I stand and pull at the same time. Reach up really high, again, straight arms. Lift my knees. Look, I haven't bent my arms yet. Stand up again, and I'm pretty much at the top. When I come down, I'm going to go hand over hand. Okay? When I get close, I can look down, hop off. Just be careful of rolling your ankle on the ropes. It has happened. So if you're just learning, only go up as high as you feel comfortable. Okay? Work on it. If you notice, I'm wearing a Shin Guard. This protects my the skin on my shin. So again, you might not think, oh, it's not that bad. Wear protection on your shin if you're going to do a rope climb that you anchor on your shin. Okay? So get some protection there. Only go up part way each round. The other normal scale is a rope lower. So a rope lower looks like this. Try to keep your body straight if you can. I start again, nice high grip. I lean back and I lower myself down to the floor. And watch when I pull up, start by pulling my whole body up to a standing position. What I'm talking about is if you bend your knees or your hips, right? And I start like this is a lot easier, okay? So, right, I'm not really doing a lot of pulling there. So try to make it challenging for yourself. The other option could be doing 10 strict pull-ups with a band or 10 challenging ring rows per round. In between the rope climb or pull-ups, you're going to do 25 burpees. Classic burpee, down to the floor, jumping clap. Feet need to move together as prescribed. Okay, so if you step back and forward, that's a scale. All right, so you got 15 minutes to get through 3 rounds of that. And then we have a third part after that as well. Alrighty, part 3, you can take your pick here. It's going to be for time, 400-meter farmer's carry or 400-meter sandbag carry. all right? So farmer's carry, I always remind people, it's gonna be, kettlebells are nicer, right? You're gonna stand up. It does not have to be a walk, right? You can shuffle, right? And move quickly. Anytime you need to, you put them down, shake out your grip, all right? So pretty straightforward there. If you do the sandbag carry, what you're gonna do is find that narrow grip. You're gonna jump it up to your shoulders. It's gonna be on your back. Drop the elbows, and you're just gonna run it out, okay? So that's our third part. Have fun with it today, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.